everyone! Yes, it is December 8th. I just had some coffee. Woke up later than I wanted to. What else is new when I'm not working, right? I took a shower. My head hurts. But I have caffeine. I'm gonna take something shortly for it. But I have a lot of stuff I need to do today. It snowed last night. I'm not amused. I woke up this morning and I'm like, why am I hearing this noise? What is this noise coming from? Like, you know, and then I just ignored it. And then I took a shower. And then I came out here. Actually, no, scratch that. I came out here to make my to-do list. And then I look out because my blinds are partially open. And I'm like, I know there was some snow on the ground yesterday, but that's a little excessive. So I need to clean my patio off today. So that's gonna be fun because some of the stuff has snow on it. Yay! Which means I have to bring it into my house. Yay, I'm not amused. I'm not amused at all, 100%. But anyways, so I have a lot of stuff to do today and I'm going to get it all done. Why? Because I need to. I have to. I need to get back into the routine. It's bad enough I'm not working out today, even though that was on my list of things to do. So, I'm still going to be working out. I'm just not going to be working out. Like, I'm still going to be active and moving and grooving and all the things. But, just, you know. Anyway, so. If I can find the affirmation cards. Oh no! I'm having issues. Story of my life. We don't want to crunch that paper. We need that paper. Anyways. Affirmation card. Yes. Also, by the way, I found this new affirmation on TikTok that I'm also going to be doing. I'll be doing it off camera, but I'm excited for that. So, let's see what the cards choose for us today. What is the affirmation card? Is it the universe? Or my spirit guides? Or, oh, we have one. Okay. Oh, I like this one. Today I am happy. Today happiness and love will fill my heart and soul all day. I think I had this one yesterday, but I don't know. Yeah. So there's that. I do need to edit Monday through yesterday, so Monday through Wednesday. I literally vlogged yesterday and then I came home and I did absolutely nothing. I didn't vlog. So, oh, excuse me. So, because I didn't really vlog much the last 3 days, I'm just going to combine it all in one vlog. So, yeah. So that'll be going up today at some point once I edit it, and stuff. And, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, there's something else I need to be doing. What is it? I haven't. My brain. I'm also a little sidetracked because I was watching TikTok, as one does. And I haven't watched Hawkeye yet, the Hawkeye series. When it comes to those on Disney Plus, I wait till like all the episodes have aired for that season, and then I binge watch it. Just because, you know, I'm never gonna remember when the new episode is posted. And that way I can just binge it, because, you know, it's Marvel, you know what I'm saying? I have very little patience as it is every single week for freaking Legacies, and the new season of Charmed hasn't come on yet, because season 3, right? Season 3, had a later start, so season 4 will have a later start, so I'm impatient for that. And yeah, but there was a parallel scene, and I already know about this scene because I've seen people like talk about it on TikTok, and stuff, and so I've kind of seen the clip, but I haven't seen the whole thing. And that's when I find out that Clint is wearing a hearing aid, and I'm like, when the fuck did this happen? You know? I was just confused. I hadn't watched the show yet. Didn't realize, you know, that it was like after Endgame that Hawkeye became hard of hearing. Anyways, the scene where he's watching the musical of the Avengers and just staring at it, being traumatized by it, because he lived it, and not only that, but because of Tony, Nat, or, you know, Natasha, and Steve, you know, yeah. So he's going through trauma right now. It's like a PTS trigger, I'm assuming. I don't know, but like he lived it, so he knows what's going on and all that stuff. But anyways, somebody has that scene, and then on top, for anyone who watches Legacies, the musical episode, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, okay, the musical episode, Hope eventually comes down to see the musical, because she was giving a letter, I think she was giving a letter to Lizzie or something, and right around that time was when Josie got injured by a staff member that wasn't really a staff member that convinced Landon to make the musical. Anyways, she came down during the scene where Klaus, or the guy playing Klaus, was talking to younger Hope right before he leaves. I think it was like around the time of like the Hollow, like, yeah. But she sees that scene parallel to Hawkeye seeing the play, and somebody posted about that. They're like, oh my god. And then I'm like, no. Why? I haven't watched the new episode yet of Legacies. I'm gonna do that this week before this week's episode. But honestly, guys, you don't understand. I fucking love Legacies. And honestly, Always and Forever, or I'll Love You Always, that song from the musical that Hope ends up singing as Elena, I honestly, if I listen to it, I could not watch that scene just because of the fact that Landon's in it, and in the end, like, they reconcile and kiss and make up. But also, just listening to it, I filmed a TikTok after I watched, spoilers if you haven't seen the new season yet, but after what happened with Landon in this new season, yeah. I filmed another TikTok of me lip singing to that song, and honestly, I was crying. I was crying. I wasn't even trying to cry. It just, the emotions, like, I get so gosh dang attached to these shows, and it's just, yeah. Also, I was watching TikTok last night, and you know how, like, right now there's this trend going around where, like, your then comfort characters talks to your now comfort characters. Someone had Austin and Allie as their then comfort characters, and their now comfort characters is the Avengers. and Austin and Allie's cast were like, how is she? And the Avengers are like, she slapped Thor with the Pop-Tart, take her back. I was like, okay. But I'm like, yeah, I would slap Thor with a Pop-Tart too. And just to keep things interesting. Dude, if I was an Avenger, like, legit, you know how, like, there's a lot of, like, POVs of, like, the Avengers and, like, Y/N, Yin. I just call her Yin. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. How she's, like, annoying everybody in the compound. That'd be me. It would totally be me, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Like, I would. It's like Black Widow, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, together. They form, bitch. Or just like randomly like singing and like telling jokes about them or whatever and just pranking them. I would do that. I so would do that. Yeah, yeah. I can't, you know, anyways. I'm getting sidetracked. I already opened the door and I haven't pulled out the stone. Okay. What is this? Oh! Okay, I think this is another glass. If it'll focus. It's like one of those, like not marbles, one of those like sea things, you know, the glass pebble things that you can get at like the dollar store or Walmart. I'm going to try. I have a feeling this is glass. I do. I have a feeling just by the way it is. But we're going to use our rock identifier app. Yeah, I got sidetracked. I opened the door. I kind of looked, but I didn't like look to identify it. And then I was just like talking to you about TikTok and the Avengers and just, yeah. This is not hematite. That is for a fact. That is for a gosh darn fact. So I think this is probably glass. I don't even think this is quartz. I think this is glass. So, getting a lot of glass, man. I'm not happy with this. I am going to say, because I did mention this at some point in vlogging, but I don't know if it's in one of the vlogs that I'm posting, because I'm not posting, like the first couple of days of December. I almost said January. The fuck? Just because I got fed up with editing. But this advent calendar, if I've already mentioned it and you've seen it, you know, whatever. But if you haven't, if I mentioned it but I didn't post it, I'm going to talk about it anyways. This advent calendar, I do want to specify that, and be aware, and put a disclaimer that these crystals are probably more than likely not ethically sourced. When purchasing this, I did not think about it. I was at work, I had a moment, I was scrolling through my phone, wanted an advent calendar and was trying to figure out what to do for an advent calendar, and also to like make sure I had like enough time to like get it here in time for January, or for January, what the fuck, for December, anyways, and it was kind of like one of those heat of the moment type things, because like crystal advent calendars, you don't see a whole lot of them, and you know, I didn't really have a whole lot of money, so ordering one from SD, from, you know, someone that does source them, you know, ethically, I didn't really have the money for that, and so I did purchase this one, and at the time I didn't think about it, and then after the fact I was like, oh, yeah, these probably are not ethically sourced. So, for the future, if I ever do any more crystal advent calendars, which we all know me, I probably will, I will be better at purchasing it to make sure that the crystals are ethically sourced and stuff, because that is something that I do try to do, is to make sure that the crystals are ethically sourced. So yeah, so I do want to put that disclaimer out. So if any of you guys watching my watching vlogmas and being like, oh, that's probably not ethically sourced, yes, I know, I'm aware of this. I didn't think about it at the fact when I was purchasing it, because it was like a heat in the moment, didn't have a lot of time, saw it, clicked it, put it in my cart, paid for it, boom. It wasn't until after I started opening this and, you know, that I was like, oh yeah, you know. So just want to put that out there and stuff. So yeah, I need to text my mom. She messaged me last night while I was in bed sleeping, and I need to find out if she's going to either come over today or if she's going to come over tomorrow. It's supposed to snow. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna look at the weather real quick. Let's look at the weather together, shall we? Because according to the daily forecast, where you can see like a couple of days ahead, it's showing it's supposed to snow tomorrow. But I don't know like when it's supposed to start and how long it's supposed to. Okay. My mom's probably just better off coming over tonight, because it's supposed to rain / snow for a couple of hours tomorrow. It's supposed to be done by the time she's done with work, but, you know, because her and I can hang up some stuff and whatnot, and then I can get her thoughts and opinions about something as well. And ooh, shiver me timbers. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so I'm gonna go so I can get some stuff done, because I need to try to stay on track with time management. Oh yeah, because like right about now I'm supposed to be doing Mary Kay stuff. So I'm gonna go so I can work on that. So that I can work on that, and then I can edit and upload. This vlog might be a vlog by itself, otherwise I might end up combining today with tomorrow. It all depends on how much I actually vlog today, because I will be trying to get stuff done. Stuff. I still have those geode things that I need to crack open. So yeah. Yeah. So there's that. And I do want to stop at my work today to see if there's any leads in my box. We ended up moving the box. Well, I didn't move it. My coworkers did. And I had a little mini like, oh my god, where did it go? So hopefully, we were a bit busy yesterday. And stuff. And so, I don't know. But yeah, so I want to get some stuff done and whatnot and take something for this headache. So, yeah. So I'll see you guys in a little while once I've gotten some stuff done. Okay, so I'm currently messaging people, but I'm being a little salty right now. I'm messaging people for Mary Kay. And I'm being a little salty right now. Not for Mary Kay reasons, but Facebook right now has this lovely thing where you can look back on your memories. And while I love that, I'm also not liking that because this month is a very distinctive month for me that happened 7 years ago. A breakup that went down, if you even want to call it a breakup. Stupid asshole. And so there's, as I'm scrolling through every day of the memories, I'm like seeing one, not even looking at the date, and I'm reading it, I'm like, yep, I know what this is in reference to, and then I look at the date, and I'm like, yep, that checks out, that checks out. Yeah, 7 years ago, not fun. I'm over it, but I'm salty about it, as I should be. There's things that happened in my past relationships that I'm also salty about. I'm over it, but I'm still salty about. One of which, there's a whole entire video dedicated to someone, and I didn't use its real name, and I left out some things in that video. But the point is, I'm salty AF about it. I've moved past it, but I'm salty about it because it is a reminder for when moving forward and, you know, meeting someone new, of the things that have happened to me in the past that I don't want to have happen again. So they're like reminders, essentially. So they're there for a reason, but they make me salty as fuck about it. Do I still get worked up over what happened 7 years ago? Hell to the fuck yes. Is it so triggering? Yes. Have I moved past it though? Yes. Am I over it? Debatable. I mean, I'm over it, but I don't cry about it. I just get angry about it now. Because even though I've moved past it, the shit that went, how it went down, and then what happened after that is what irks me. I've moved past it, I've learned from it, and I've grown from it, but it still stings, it still hits a nerve every now and again. You know, it's like just because you move past something and grown from something doesn't mean that it's not still going to hit a nerve. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you, Facebook memories. I love it. I love it. And you're probably gonna be like, oh, well, you could just not look at the memories. Okay, but there's other memories of things that have nothing to do with that were posted either sometime after that or before that, years before that. So I like looking back at them and seeing the stupid shit that I post. Because sometimes I post stupid stuff. So, you know, I wanna relive that and be like, oh, yep, that's me for you. See the chaoticness from past me. So, you know, but I just had to bring that up. So, ladies and gentlemen, just because you're over something and you're still salty about it does not mean that you're not over it, because you are. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into what happened 7 years ago. Again, it was a breakup. Piss poor excuse of one, if I may say so myself. Any of you who know me personally, that watch my vlogs, you know. And if you don't know, that's fine. You don't need to know. Maybe one day I will talk about it and do a video about it, but until then, for right now, I'm not going to. So, and obviously if I were to make a video, I would be changing names and such, and you know, yeah. But I'm just gonna put this out there. If the person you are interested in wants to date you, but they want to keep it a secret, especially if you work together and you want to keep it a secret, they want to keep it a secret, but everybody at work is finding out about it, but they still want to keep it a secret, dump their ass. Dump it and run. Red flag. Red mother effing flag. Just saying. Just saying. So, yeah. Yeah. Just, yeah. Okay guys, so it's later. I got some stuff done. I didn't get everything done. That's okay. Not really, but it's whatever at this point. I'm currently making supper. I'm having one of these things again. And I'm drinking. I'm having eggnog with some UV white cake vodka. Yeah. So that's good. I was gonna get a little bottle, but they didn't have little bottles of this flavor to try out. I actually did a shot of this to like see what it tasted like on its own, because as I was pouring it into my cup with my eggnog in it and like stirring it, I'm like, I can't taste it. Like, did I put enough in here? Like, the cup that I have, I put like half of my bottle of eggnog in there, which was like a 32 ouncer. So there's like 2 cups of vodka, or not 2 cups of vodka, 2 cups of eggnog in that cup. And before I did the shot of vodka to see what it tasted like, I had put at least 2 shots of the vodka in the cup with the eggnog. I was mixing it and I wasn't tasting it, and I'm like, if I can't taste it, that's dangerous, because I'm gonna want to keep pouring. I mean, not that I want the eggnog to or the vodka to overpower the eggnog or vice versa, but you know, I wanted there to be like a nice balance, you know. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I still have my beatboxes, but I was like, it's not a beatbox kind of night. Like, I'm kind of dealing with some shit right now, mentally and emotionally. And no, it has nothing to do with what I mentioned earlier, the whole Facebook memories and the breakup that happened 7 years ago. Again, if you want to fucking call it a breakup. But it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with some other stuff that, like, I don't want to say kind of came to the realization of, but like, I don't know. It's just, I don't want to get into it. But yeah, so I'm doing that. I still need to edit the vlog from the last 3 days. It's gonna be a boring ass vlog. I'm just gonna say that right now. So I'm kind of hesitant on posting it, but I'm like, Nicole, you need to post it because you need to get out of this thing of like vlogging, even boring ass vlogs, and then not posting them. You still need to post them. And stuff. And because of the way I'm feeling, I'm like, do I even want to watch Legacies tonight? Because I've seen like a clip or 2 from the episode that I need to watch. And I'm like, do I want to watch it? Do I have, you know, and of course it doesn't help too that like I knew Supernatural was over with, right? Like I knew Supernatural was over with. But today, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I was watching TikTok and it was like one of those like stitch videos of like, what was a moment in a TV show that like it became like your favorite TV show, like, and it was Supernatural, like somebody stitched it with Supernatural, or it was the person that created the video, I don't remember exactly, But it was showing Supernatural, and it was Dean telling Sam that their dad was on a hunting trip and he hasn't heard from him in a couple of days. I paused it, came to the realization of like, oh, it's been a year since the show ended. Well, not quite a year. So, you know what I mean. Right? I don't remember when the last episode aired. I don't remember. It's about a year-ish. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Or was it 2 years? I don't remember. But it's been like a year or two since the show has aired. And so like for sure this is like the first year that there's no Supernatural. Yeah, no, Supernatural was on last year because I remember. Because it was like the finale episode around the time that my grandma came home from the hospital because my grandparents had COVID. And I brought her home and I was very hangry that day because I had barely eaten anything and stuff. And so I was hangry and I'm like, I'm gonna get Taco Bell on my way home through the drive-thru, and I'm gonna watch the season finale of Supernatural and cry. I remember, so it's been a year. It's been a year, give or take a month or two, somewhere in that area. It's been a year essentially. So yeah. So like the fact that this is like the first year, it didn't even dawn on me until like today that like, oh, we would have had a new season this year, like that would have been airing, but there is no new season. And that did not, I've just been like a whirlwind of emotions today. So we're coping by drinking. You know, because why not, right? Plus, I don't drink very often. I should probably mention that too. I don't drink as often as I used to. Not saying that back then, like back in the day, I was an alcoholic. I wasn't. But, you know, I went to the bar a lot more often, like once or twice a week after work or on my night off or something. So, yeah. But aside from that, so it's just been a whirlwind of emotions, and stuff, and while I'm still salty about the whole, you know, earlier aspect, that's not what's bringing me down. So, but it's not helping. Just because even though it happened 7 years ago, it's, well, and the shit that happened after that wasn't 7 years ago. So like, despite the fact that it's been a couple of years, everything's still like fresh in my mind, and it like fresh in my mind memory wise as if it happened yesterday. And that's what angers me, is like, I'm not saying I don't want to remember, but it's just frustrating, you know. So yeah, so my supper is done. I'm going to eat and drink, and yeah. I don't know how much more I'm gonna vlog tonight, just because I'm not in a good place today. And stuff. And I also need to edit the last 3 days of vlog footage. It's gonna be boring AF, but I said I was gonna do vlogmas, so that means I need to post the vlogs, even if it's boring. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go so I can eat, and I'm gonna figure out what the fuck to watch, because I don't know what I'm gonna watch. All I know is I'm too I don't know. I don't think I can handle watching Legacies right now. I really don't think I can handle that. It's bad enough. Earlier I was watching TikTok, and you know, as I mentioned earlier, you know, the parallel of Hawkeye and Legacies with a certain scene. And then people were like, oh, you know, Cole will be the person that could bring Hope back from her humanity being turned off. And I do agree with that. I made a TikTok about it, of like the different ways of, you know, I swear to God, they need to bring Landon back. But they need to bring Landon back in a way that Malivore isn't going to come back. I don't know. And I was yelling, I don't know if I mentioned this in a different vlog, or if I mentioned it on TikTok, but I was watching the last episode where Rebecca comes in, and that's when we find out that the Tribred, the witch, the werewolf, and the vampire that created Malivore in the first place are now after Hope. I'm like, yeah, she's a threat to you guys. You guys were stupid enough to create this thing, Malivore. If y'all hadn't done that, Hope wouldn't exist. Landon never would have existed either. Like, Hope existed because she was nature's loophole. Because as we've learned in Vampire Diaries, since Vampire Diaries and the originals, everything has a way to die. So nothing is ever guaranteed to be immortal. Some things are harder to kill, yes, but there is still a way to kill them. There is a way to kill Hope. Cleo is the only one that knows that, and she hasn't told anyone yet. And I think it's because she doesn't want to have to resort to killing Hope. I think she wants Hope to come back from her humanity being turned off before she does something that she's not going to be able to come back from. And I honestly think that if they kill Alaric off, if Hope turns her humanity back on, or somehow gets her humanity turned back on, she's not going to forgive herself for that. Lizzie and Josie are not going to be able to forgive her for that. And I don't think the rest of the school will be able to forgive her for that. So the odds of her going back to the Salvatore school will be 0. Which means she'll either go back to New Orleans and live with Freya and her wife and their son, or live with Cole and Davina, or stay with Rebecca or Marcel, or she'll likely just travel and, yeah, you know, I don't think she'll be able to come back from killing Alaric if Alaric dies and her humanity turns back on. You know, so I think Cleo wants to save Hope instead of having to do the worst case scenario, which is kill her. So, but yeah, because Hope is a Tribred, but there's still a way to kill her. Just like Klaus could still be killed. The rest of the Michaelsons could still be killed. You know, Michael was still able to be killed. Silas was too, you know. Catherine, even though that bitch kept coming back. You know, so although she wasn't really immortal, but like she's you know what I mean. So yeah. So everything we've learned since the Vampire Diaries, that everything, even though it's immortal, is not truly immortal. There's still a way to kill them because that is nature's loophole. Nature will find a way, a loophole, to kill them. Hope wasn't supposed to exist, but she did because of Malefor. She's the only thing that could kill Malefor because she's a witch, werewolf, and vampire. Well, when she activated the werewolf and the vampire side. But you guys understand what I'm saying. So, you know, just like the Hollow. The Hollow was supposed to be unbeatable, unkillable, but they found a way in the originals. So, you know, yeah. So, that's my little spiel of what I think. So, I'm gonna go. So I can eat and figure out what the F I'm gonna watch. And edit and upload the last 3 days worth of vlog footage and drink. That's what I'm gonna do. So, I may or may not vlog anymore tonight. If I don't, I will see you guys tomorrow. If I do, cool, great. You know, I might have a life update for you. Who knows? So,